Welcome to Death Call, where danger doesn't always approach you face first. Some nightmares walk toward you, the wrong way. It started with whispers around the neighborhood, quiet at first, like leaves skittering across pavement. Late at night, usually past 2 a.m., when the world was supposed to be asleep, people reported seeing a man outside their windows. He was tall, unnaturally thin, dressed in old, dusty clothes that seemed to belong to another era. But the most unsettling thing wasn't his appearance. It was how he moved. He walked wrong. He walked backwards. This wasn't some drunk stumbling home. It wasn't a prankster trying to get a laugh. Each step was deliberate, slow, steady, and completely silent. He never turned around. He never faced the houses. He just kept walking backward along the sidewalks, across driveways, and through yards, as if he were retracing steps that only he could remember. At first, people brushed it off. A local eccentric, a teenager's dare. But a chilling pattern soon emerged. Each night, he was closer. One family said he started at the far end of their street, a distant, shadowy figure under a flickering lamppost. The next night, he was halfway up the block, his silhouette sharper, more defined. The night after that, he was directly in front of their yard, but always walking backward. The sound of his non-existent footsteps echoed louder in their minds than any real noise ever could. One woman, her hands trembling, managed to film him from behind her curtains. She watched his dark form glide backward across her lawn, the moonlight catching the dust on his worn-out coat. She zoomed in, her breath catching in her throat, and that's when she saw it. Something that made her drop the phone with a muffled cry. His head wasn't still. It was tilting from side to side, almost like he was listening, as if he could hear every terrified breath, every frantic heartbeat inside the houses he passed. He knew they were watching. By the end of the week, the game had changed. He wasn't just passing by anymore. He would stop, standing directly beneath people's windows, perfectly still, his back turned to the glass, waiting. For what? No one knew. But a terrifying, unspoken rule spread through the community like a disease. If he ever reached your window, he would finally turn around. And no one who saw his face ever lived long enough to describe it. The victims were always found inside their homes, eyes wide open in a permanent state of shock, their bodies twisted as if they were frozen mid-scream. The coroners never found signs of a struggle. The police never found evidence of forced entry. It was just pure, silent terror that had snuffed them out. The only clue left behind? Every single time, the window was left wide open from the inside. It was as if they had invited him in, or perhaps they were trying to get out. So now, when the night gets quiet and the streets go still, when the only sound is the hum of your refrigerator, listen closer. Some people swear they can hear it. Faint, backward footsteps on the pavement outside their glass. Slow, soft, getting closer. And if you ever wake up to a profound, unnatural silence, look carefully at your window. Check the lock, because the man who walks backwards is patient. He's been walking your way for a long, long time. And when he finally reaches you, that's the night he decides it's time to turn around. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe out there,